Addicted? Addicted? Let me help you. Today's video, I will be honest, I have been putting off for a time because I was uncomfortable talking about the subject. And to tell you the truth, it's not that my comfort levels have risen, it's just that I know that this subject is important to cover. And so here I am to cover the subject. Today, I wanted to talk about the difficult subject of addiction. And you might be asking yourself, why? Why are you talking about it? Well, there is actually one main reason, which is that addiction is something which has been present within my family. Not my immediate family, thankfully, gratefully. However, within my extended family, addiction was a thing that I saw a lot, and also within several of my friends' families growing up as well. And I wanted to talk about it. This part is going to be a bit revealing, and it's not, this is again why I put off the video. Still, Spirit is nudging me to the now is the time to talk about this, and so I'm going to talk about it. Addiction. Now, I'm not sure what I've titled this video at this point. I was contemplating with the idea of calling it Addicted. Let me help you, because what I want to do in this video is to help anyone who is addicted to, honestly, really anything if I can. So the first thing I want to say about addiction is that if you find yourself addicted to something, don't immediately go savage mode on yourself, for lack of a better word. Don't go super harsh on yourself. I know that when we make mistakes in life, it can be very tempting to be self-critical and really self-harsh, to be harsh on ourselves and to be very brutal. I invite you not to do that, because a lot of us, it's something that happens. We fall into this trap because the world is wildly overstimulating and there are so many distractions available at all times for us to avoid who we are, avoid why we're here, avoid our entire life. Basically, there are a plethora, a multitude of distractions readily available at everybody's fingertips in the form of so many different things that one can become addicted to. You can become addicted to games, you can become addicted to drugs, you can become addicted to food. You can become addicted to sex, you can become addicted to all sorts of things. The reason, in part, that I wanted to make this video, despite my being uncomfortable about it, is because one of the things with addiction is that, and this took me a long time to actually wrap my head around. On some level, I think everyone who's been addicted at any point knows this and also represses this. When you are addicted, usually the reason that you have become addicted, and see if this rings true for you, is because you're trying to avoid something. Be that an emotion, a situation, a person, whatever. There are many different reasons, because most people are a little afraid to confront themselves, that we allow ourselves to become addicted. No matter the reason that you got here and you are addicted to whatever it is you're addicted to. So number one, don't be harsh on yourself realizing this. It is not uncommon, unfortunately, and you frankly are only going to be hurting yourself more if you're suddenly then in your recovery journey become intensely self-critical. It will tank your whole thing, because then the one person, you, who needs to be your biggest cheerleader of we got this, we can do this, is self-deprecating at a time where it's really important to believe in yourself. You can come out of this addiction. I also want to say that even if you feel like the end is not in sight, you can come out of this. There is a way out, and sometimes, not always, it's not as hard as we think. The main point, the secondary point to the video, besides just to bring your awareness to, are you addicted and here's why you might be, is to address the fact that the reason that most people are or have fallen into some kind of addiction, if they have, is because they're avoiding, as I said, an emotion, a person, a situation, a place, something. Now, what I would invite you to do is not easy. And what I would invite you to do is to face the things that got you addicted. Now, I'm not suggesting that you do this right away, because in my opinion, if you are in the thick of addiction and you try to, as they say, just go cold turkey and just stop, chances are pretty high that your success rate won't be great. And that's for many, many reasons, one of which is just the nature of addiction, which is that the things that people become addicted to these days are very addicting, and it's very, very hard to cut that tie. It takes with medications, they call it titration when you wean off. It's like that with this. With an addiction, usually you have to kind of go through a bit of a titration process. And again, it's not like it is with a medicine that you're taking for the doctor or something. I would invite you, however, to wean off of whatever it is that you're addicted to, little by little. So the first step is becoming aware of whatever it is that you're addicted to. Number one, identify. The second thing is assess whether you're addicted, which you probably are if you even have a thought am I addicted to this? Or straight up, you just know that you're addicted. So establish your level of dependence, I guess you could say, upon the thing. The important thing, if you realize that you're addicted, is to slowly wean down off of the amount of times that you're doing the thing or ingesting the thing or spending time around the person. I don't know, whatever it is that is the problem area for you that you've become addicted to. And again, I say whether that's food or sex or drugs or whatever it might be that you're addicted to. So the first step is to become aware of that. And it is okay. Again, I say don't be harsh on yourself. I don't want to say it's natural. It's just common, unfortunately, that many people out there, because of very many reasons, it's easier, honestly, it is, to drown out your issues than to face them. It's much easier. Now, the trouble, of course, is that it's not a long-term solution. That's how we end up in these addictions, because we're smothering an emotion or smothering a thought that keeps recurring, which, funny enough, is our brain and body trying to protect us. And we're just like, no, it's fine, it's fine. You're drowning out your inner voice, which is actually really a very important guiding compass for you. And of course, the addiction itself is likely not healthy. I want to help you, because whoever you are, because I have myself been addicted to things, and you might look at me and be like, you look pretty straight edge. Like, what could you possibly? No, I have been addicted to things in my life, and I'm not going to necessarily go into any of that because I don't think that's relevant for this video, as the point of this is that what I realized, the big take home from this video, is that what I realized about addiction is that the reason it exists is because we are repressing an emotion or something that we don't want to feel or address or see within ourselves. And the big key with that is that the minute that you face that is when you can actually grow. And it sounds like the most crazy far off thing, I'm sure, to some of you out there, because when I was in the thick of my addictions, I was like, no, this thing is helping me. Why would I give that up? And understand that it's not. It's actually only helping you to stay stuck where you are. It's really only acting like, well, I can't really think of a good example, something that is strapping you down rather than allowing you to flow freely down the river that is life, or the roller coaster that is life, whatever. You become anchored with an addiction and you're not able to really do the things that you're passionate about, if I'm being honest. I invite you that if you are addicted to anything, that you examine what you're trying to escape from, because there will certainly be something. And again, I say whether that's a person, a place, a thing, something within inside yourself, a thought, whatever it is, it's so important that you face that. And yes, it's going to be tough. And yes, it might even be ugly. And you might have tears. You might need to let yourself scream and rant or something. Whatever you need to do to get through, as long as you're not harming anyone, including yourself, you do that and let it get out of your system. I would really strongly invite you to just look at your life and to know as well, if you're addicted, that there is light at the end of this tunnel. And I can assure you that I've been there looking at it, been like, there's no way out of this. How am I ever going to get separate from this thing? And I can tell you that it's possible. Hopefully this hasn't been too disjointed of a video. I hope you understand the reason that I'm making this video. It's not to make any of you feel bad. I have literally been there. And maybe if I get bold one day, I will actually tell that story. For now, it's a little sensitive and I don't really want to, if I'm being honest. So, however, just understand that yours truly does have a story. I have been addicted and it was not a joke. And it was something which was very difficult for me to leave. So actually comment down below and let me know if you guys want to hear that story time. Would that story of addiction even be helpful to you or not? Because at the end of the day, my goal in this channel is to help you guys and to share the lessons of my life, the comedy from my life, because it helps you guys. Because I come to these things and I can share the insights so that you learn them ahead of when I learned them. And that's a bonus for everybody. If you are addicted to something, don't feel bad. Understand that you can change and there is light at the end. There's another side to this coin where you are healthy and happy and unaddicted and following your passions and really making the most of this beautiful life. And I know that can be frustrating and cliche to hear when you're not happy, thus deep in an addiction. Just know that happiness is there for you. And sometimes it's the very thing that looks the scariest, i.e. our addiction, that you have to turn and stare straight in the face, that when you finally confront that scary monster, that it disappears or begins to lose its power and its hold on you. So if this video has helped you, please do share it with anyone that you think it might serve. Subscribe, as I do make these videos every single day with the intent to help you guys as much as I can, and it helps a small content creator out like myself. And last but not least, if you need support, feel free to reach out at this email address, where it'll be my pleasure to support you in any way that I can. Have a beautiful and a blessed rest of your day or night whenever you're seeing this. Much love. Namaste, and I will see you cats in the next video. Bye. No, Nush, it's fine, it's fine. So, and, what was I saying? I don't even know how, but self-harsh, is that a word? Whatever. Like something that is strapping you down rather than allowing you to flow freely down the river that is life, or the roller coaster that is life, whatever. Subscribe, as I do make these videos every single day. La la la. I need to sneeze. Oh, are we gonna sneeze? Nope. Oh God, it was so close. Okay. What was I saying? There is light at the end of this tunnel.